What's up, people? I wasn't gonna do this build video yet because a new mod coming, but a few people have asked me for it, so here we go. My headpiece I'm using Turban. I mean, there's not really any other good one for a tank other than maybe the Sky Blazer helm for single target, but no other real option in my opinion. I've got a chest plate from Boss. If you can't get that, I would suggest maybe getting one that comes from Lom. As a last resort, the Wasteland Max levers, because they have a 30-second cooldown. I mean, whatever works. For armor enchantments, definitely recommend Eclipse. Some people tend to use the Elven Battle, but the Eclipse gives you deflect, and it refills your stamina bar once every 60 seconds once it drops below 20%, and in my opinion that gives you more in return than the Elven Battle. For the arms, I mean, you can run pretty much whatever you want. I run the Spike Defender because extra damage means extra aggro, so it just helps me out with aggro a little bit. Weapon set, definitely Mastercraft would be your best option. I mean, you could use Lionheart if you don't have Mastercraft, but Mastercraft for support is best in slot by a mile, even for DPS, but most DPS don't use it. The Boots of the Herald, they are, in my opinion, one of the best ones for a tank. Plus 5% defense when you're in a group, plus your teammates get 1% defense as well. So artifacts, I'd recommend running the highest item level artifacts you can get. The books are good, but HP isn't as effective as it used to be. In your active, I mean, run any debuff that your group requires, really. And then artifact set, I'm using the Northern Jewels set, but I mean, you can use pretty much whatever set you want. I'm using this one because of the extra threat. I mean, extra threat is always nice on a tank. For the rings, I'm missing one ring that I really want to get, but at the moment I'm using the Skyscape Void instead. But this is the one you want, the Living Silver Leaves. The extra 5% awareness in combat with one enemy, especially in trials, is nice. Combat advantage is also nice. Have stamina regen in all of my right hand side because I don't need the awareness once my chest piece, well, once I get my stats from my chest piece, my awareness is capped while using dig in. Defense will also get to cap with the Boots of the Herald and Runic Aura. Most healers run Runic Aura nowadays. Defense and awareness are your main ones you want to focus on first, and then crit avoidance and deflect afterwards. As you can see, HP is not really a problem. I don't stack anything into HP, but I have over a mil once I'm all potioned up. Your shirt and pants just get the ones that give you the highest item level and the right stats that you want or need. As far as enchantments go, I mean, until next mod, enchantments are pretty much just item level right now, so I wouldn't worry about them too much. Just I use Azures for movement speed. Oh yeah, weapon enchantment. You can pretty much run whatever debuff weapon enchantment you want, depending on who else is running in the group and who is running what. There's a few, I only have a couple. Plague Fire, Bronzewood, Dread, Frost. I can't remember if there's any others, I'm sure there is. Okay, so mounts, mean, collars, I refuse to pay that much AD for mythic collars, so what you see is what you get. Mythic insignias, not essential, but always nice to have. You can run this build with legendary, no problem whatsoever. I have mainly courage and evasion for the defense, crit avoidance, and then the deflection awareness. Companions, I mean, run whatever companion gear you have that's going to give you whatever stats you need. Runestone's the same, I would say. So companions, you want to run whatever is going to give you the most defensive stats, so awareness, defense, crit avoidance, deflect. I mean, you can pretty much run whatever you want with regards to that, as long as you get your stats capped. As far as summon goes, I mean, you can run dedicated squire if you find yourself being a bit squishy and the healer's not as good as it should be. Stalwart Golden Lion is always nice for the radiant damage stacks. Intellect Devourer for AoE has a stun ability. Bruna from Companions of the Hall. You can also run Dritz. You can also run Augment as well for extra stats. I don't run Augment, but I tend to just run whatever debuff companion I can for the group. Yeah, we won't look at those. I don't have any guild boons, or normal boons yet. Guild boons, I mean, run whatever one is going to give you whatever stats you need. I'm using crit avoidance, revive sickness, or movement speed, or the group heal, depending on what content you're running. Powers. So your main at will is going to be Brazen Slash, because it restores your stamina. Throw in a Threatening Rush every now and then, just for that extra increased threat. Powers that I use is Shield Throw, Enforce Threat as like an oh shit moment if I lose aggro or I die, and Knight's Valor. As you can see, all threat generated by the current covered target is transferred to you, so that is like really nice to have. Just bear in mind though that Enforced Threat is a AoE aggro pool, so if you're running a dungeon like Zerial's Challenge, when the demons spawn in, or the angels, you'd want to switch out that with Anvil of Doom, along with the Feat Anvil of Challenge. I'm just using combat superiority for the extra damage. Like I said, damage is more aggro, and I'm using greater endurance for extra movement speed, because everybody loves movement speed right now, including myself. So the feats, shield throw, generating additional threat, kind of a no-brainer. Cleaving ball charge no longer knocks back. Combat balance, I really like this. As your stamina only lasts for so long, and 10% decrease damage taken is always nice, as long as you can get your stats as close as possible. I mean, even if you have like 2 that are equal and 1 that is not, you're still gonna gain a nice bit of decreased damage taken, so it's always nice to have. Okay, so determination is your at will that you, daily that you want to use on AoE. Perfect block. Determination now allows the blocking of most attacks without the use of stamina. 180-second cooldown after using that, so use it wisely, but it is really nice to have if you find yourself in a tough spot with no stamina left and you still need to keep the aggro and block. And shake it off, well, it increases the magnitude of retaliate by up to 300 based on your remaining stamina. Damage decreases as remaining stamina decreases. yeah, I think that's pretty much it, other than potions I take. I use where is it? Elixir of Steadfast Devotion for the extra 2k defense and 5% awareness. I also use Sandbrocade for the extra movement speed, and obviously Caprice. I'm using the Caprice that gives 10% deflect rather than the one that gives 5% deflect, just so that I can get my stats as high as possible. Like I said, defense and awareness are both capped once I'm in a group and all potioned up. While using Dig-In, crit avoidance goes up another 10% because of one of our racial features, I believe. And yeah, so there we go. That is my build. It's by no means the best, but it works. It's a nice build to have, in my opinion. And I'm out.